let me quickly talk about this fight because it's all over my feed. Look at them dabbing each other up. The fight's fake. They're buds. Nope, it's not fake. I don't think any one of Jake Paul's fights have been fake thus far, right? I don't believe they're fake. I hear people always saying they're fake, they're rigged. Look at the knockout. It didn't look real. They're real, buddy. Accept it. He's better than you think he is. He's got some power. He's fighting guys that don't know how to box like him. And this is a fight that's different. You know, it's the first time he's fighting a giant guy who's, you know, way better than him at boxing, way more accolades. And that's why I don't think there's a lot of pressure for Jake going into this, right? He's supposed to lose. You're going into this, I'm supposed to lose. And if I do lose, what are people going to say? Oh, you lost to a former champion? You lost to one of the greatest heavyweights? Like what can you say besides, oh, well, at least he went in there and did it. That's kind of cool. So he's not really going to leave this fight broken with the ride being over. I think it only elevates the ride. I think he goes out there and loses. Well, what's next? You know, I made a video on this. Come on, tune in. He loses. There's fights out there. You know, the Tate fight. Andrew Tate will be coming off a win the day after this fight. That's a matchup that can happen and break the internet. So he could immediately bounce back with an internet-breaking fight right after this fight if he loses. So that's why there's not a lot of pressure for Jake, I feel, going into this. Now, his way to win. Let's talk about that because I think his way to win is definitely going to be due to Anthony Joshua not showing him respect. You know, I think people, they go out there and they say, well, he's got the puncher's chance. You know, he does hit hard. He can catch him. Like, yeah, but he can only catch him circumstantially. Boom, that's a word. He can catch him if Anthony Joshua goes up there, stands there with his hands down, eats a couple shots and says, you don't hit hard, you have no power, ding, like out cold. It would have to be some bizarro, no respect shown, Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman type deal where you're just eating shots and you're like, I don't care, boom, and then you're out. That would be the way Jake does it. I don't think Jake can go out there and just piece him up, pop him with the jab, slip, move, and then crack. Like, I don't see that being a possibility. I think, you know, can I see Jake catching Anthony Joshua with Anthony Joshua smiling, hands down, hit me? Yeah, that could happen. Jake does hit hard enough to where that could happen. You know, there's no way you're just going to stand there and let Jake crack you. I would hope you didn't, because then we'd be on a different website looking at the breakdown of this. But you can't just stand there and let him hit you and not expect to be hurt, because he does hit hard. And for Anthony Joshua, I'm not really banking on him going out there like, oh, hit me, let's see, let's power slap this thing and we'll take turns. I don't see that being the thing that goes down. But, you know, you never know. Egos get involved. He could go out there, eat a couple shots from Jake and be like, this guy ain't got nothing for me, and then lets, you know, a shot slip through and then pays for it. So that could be the way Jake gets it done. It could be the only way he gets it done. You know, I don't think there's any other way it goes down besides that. But, you know, I will say, actually, no, I have nothing else to say. That's it. You know, that's all I'm going to talk about. I want to give a quick breakdown. That's a quick breakdown. The only thing I'm going to add here is, looking at this picture, I kind of back Jake more, because if you look in here, his lower jaw, it's not here. It doesn't exist. This is Overbite City, Party of One. Jake Paul's in the fucking, he's in the town hall. I couldn't think of something to say there. Just his bottom jaw is gone. That's the main point I'm trying to say. He's got no bottom jaw. He's got an overbite here. So if there's no chin to hit, his chances of getting slapped are a lot less likely, right? So Jake's got no chin to hit here. He's got the big beard protecting whatever is left of that chin. I think Jake's going to win. That's my prediction. He's going to win the fight. That's it. It's done. It's cemented. I can smell it. If he loses, though, it's not the end of the world. Big super fights to come afterwards. You know, Andrew Tate's right there. And, you know, he's always got options. So this is not career-breaking for Jake. I think this is just an internet-breaking type of fight, which I love to see a spectacle, so I'm here for it. And, yeah, I would love to break this sucker down when it's all said and done, because I'm sure there'll be a lot of info to recap on. So I'll see you then.